Hi friends, welcome to my next video. So today I will show you how to save user records into MongoDB database. So in my previous video, if you have already watched, you have already seen over there, I created some REST API and I was able to fetch the record and insert the record into one array. So today I am going to remove those and I will insert, fetch, update and delete the record from the database to the database. So what are the steps I am going to follow? First let me to check in my system MongoDB is installed or not. So how I will check? I open this terminal. I will just type Mongo and press enter. See, if you can see here, commando Mongo not found. That means MongoDB has not installed it inside my system. So let me to install it. So what I have to do? Let's go to the MongoDB home website. So here I have chosen the version 4.4. So whatever the steps they have already written, they have already given over here, I have to follow. You can also follow the same steps, and I will add this MongoDB URL into my description box so that you can get from there and install it. So let me to copy the first step, paste over the terminal and press on enter button. So follow all the steps accordingly. Here I am using Ubuntu 18.04. So I have to copy this step and press over this terminal. So as per your system environment, you can choose the steps. If you are using Mac or Windows, accordingly you can get the command from the MongoDB home website. The installation, all the installation commands are present over there. You can get from there. Now go to this step, copy it, paste over here. Now our next step is we will run. Now installation is finished. We will run the MongoDB. For that, let's check which init platform we have in our system. So we have systemd. So we have to start the MongoDB instance using this command sudo systemctl start MongoDB, as we have this init command. Let's check our MongoDB is running or not. By typing Mongo only you can check. See, so if I will type so dbs, okay, so in this way we can install our MongoDB. So my next step is, let's create one database inside the MongoDB. So how you will create? Just type the command use. Let's say I am giving my database name as tutorial. Now tutorial database has been created. So now my MongoDB part is finished. I have installed, I have created. Okay. So what is my next step? Next step is, for data modeling, what driver or what module we should select from Node.js library. So as you know, there are so many libraries actually available inside the Node.js library. So many modules are available. So here I am choosing Mongoose. Okay. So let's go to this Mongoose website, home site. This is this one. I will add all these links into my description box. So here we have to first install the Mongoose module. Let it to copy. Let's open one new tab. This path. So here I can, now I am inside my project directory. So here I will, let me to first install all node modules npm i. Let me to first select the node version, as I am using multiple node version. So let me to select one of them. Then let me to install node modules. Okay. Then let me to install this Mongoose module using this command npm install mongoose -sap. Now installation finished. It will check the package.json file. See here, Mongoose version 5.13.3. So Mongoose has been installed. We will use this driver for our data modeling. So now this step is finished. So what is our next step? First we will create one connection file. Create that file, create connection and include into app.js. So let's do that. So let me to go to my project folder. Let me to create one file, database, let's say db.js. So here how we'll first our agenda is how we'll make one connection from Node.js to MongoDB using Mongoose driver. So if we'll go to this home website or documentation site, you will find many options, many stops to connect the MongoDB database. So let's copy those. So here mongoose.connect, the first argument you have to give the connection string or connection URL. So as we are using our local host MongoDB and this is my database name, which is tutorial I have given. So these are the default option you can use. After that to write one console message so that we will know the database is connected or not. So in this way we can prepare our connection file. So what we will do, we will include this connection file into our server file, which is app.js. So let's import it. db.js. Now let's start the server and check if database is working or not. we can check the connection is still happening from Node.js to MongoDB or not. So same command as I have shown you in my previous tutorial, npm start. See, now you can see database is connected. Now we are sure from our Node.js application to MongoDB database there is one bridge already created, so connection is there. So then what is our next step? Our next step is we have to prepare the schema for data modeling. Prepare the schema. So how we will do that? So let's go inside the folder. First create one model directory. So I created model. Inside it, let's create the user model. .js. Okay. So in this file, we will first prepare our schema. So how we will do that? You can also follow from same site. Let's see with Mongoose everything derived from a schema. Let's go to reference. So in this way you can create the schema. So you can also follow this npm site. Here you will find there is some structurized way to create it. So what we will do, let's import to this file mongoose. Now we will create the schema. Let's get user. We will create the user schema. New schema. There is some error. Let's go to site and check once. Yes. Schema is there maybe. Now let's prepare the schema. So happen to open the controller file. Inside the array, whatever the fields we are using, name, email, city. So same we will take name. Or this is, let's say, type string. We will put the default value blank. Okay. So next is email, same type string, and let's put the default value blank. City, type string, blank. So this, along with these three fields, let's put one created date, created date, type date, default, now Sri, our data modeling is finished. So we will export this file to other file. So what we have to do, let's go to the same Mongoose npm document. Let's copy this one, we'll change accordingly. So here, let's, our collection name is user, we'll put here also user. Let's keep the same name. So here we will export same model to other file using module.export. So in this way, now our schema file has been prepared. So what is our next step? Our next step is we will include same file into our controller function. Include or import, let's say import the schema file and do the database operation. So let's go to editor window. So inside my controller.js file, let's import the model file. So here using require method I imported the model file. So what we'll do, let's remove this array. We don't need this now. We'll do the directly fetch from the database. Now first let's save some record into the database. So for that, what we have to do, we will write the query to save the record into the MongoDB database. So for that, what we need to do, let's type const user record, let's say equals to new user. We created one class. So inside it we can write request.body. After that we can write the save create query, save we can write here the validation. If error, we can send the error message to user like body part error. We can change the message accordingly. Error occurred while adding record into DB. If not, there is no error, we can return the success response. You can add here, we can also add here, and for error response let's change the status code. Here in body part, let's append the return docs from the MongoDB. Now this is ready, so let's test it. Let me to first check the terminal. Is there any MongoDB error or not? Let me to open my terminal. Yes, there is some error. Let me to clear it. Syntax error, identifier user has already been declared. Okay, so we'll change this one. Let me to change to user model. User model, let me to check user.model.js 12. So there is still some error with model file. Yes, this one, we cannot create same constant again. So let me to make it schema. Now let's check. Yes, now our server is running fine. So we'll open the Postman and test whether it is adding the record inside the database or not. So let's say I want to add these 3 value into my database. Let's click on send button. You will see this is showing success message. So let me to go to MongoDB database and check. So collections, we will check what collection has been created inside it. Users, so we will write db dot users dot find. Let's prettify it. Pretty. See, now whatever the data we have entered from Postman, that has been entered into our database. So let's write the get query. So let's go to the user controller.js again. So we have the get method where we will get the record. So here what we will do, we will write the find query. Let me to copy the model, user model. Let me to write the find query, user model dot find. So here actually I am fetching all records from database. That's why I am not giving any condition. So let's do it. Same validation we will put. If error, we will return error to the user. If not, we will return the records. Let's change the status code for error function to 500, let's say. Now this is ready. Now let's test this get record API, REST API from the Postman. Let's go to the Postman. Before that, let's check is there any error or not. No, server is running fine. I am going to my Postman. So I will hit this REST API to fetch all the records from MongoDB database. See, now all records are there. So let me to insert one new document. Let me to put the name Rahul let's city Mumbai. Let me to again create this record. Let me to see whether those records are there or not. See, this is the first record, this is my second record. So it has been inserted into the database. So in this tutorial, let's go one step ahead. Let's create the update REST API and delete REST API. REST API to update one record, REST API to delete one record. Let me to go to first create the route user.route.js and create the route. So what's usually we do, as per the unique ID we are updating the records. So let's change the route path to update record. So here I am using put method, then ID, I will take some unique ID. So these are the params actually. So accordingly let me to write the controller function. So copy this method and paste again and change accordingly for the update record. Okay. I changed the method name, the same request.body. Here we have also one more condition that we will put inside the else if sorry, that is the param. In the query param, actually I am passing the unique ID of the record so that I can update accordingly. So here I will write if not dot id, then I will also throw some error message to user. Send id to update the record, right? Finish. Now here what I will do, I have to write the update query. So what is here my condition? My condition is I will check with the MongoDB object ID, that is a unique ID of that record, then I will update the record. So for that let's write the query dot, we can use update one our first param is the condition, we'll put Second is the body part, whatever we want to update. Then our callback. You can also add the options. Here I am not adding. Then we will write our callback. Go to query. Find by ID and update. This one. Sorry, find one and update. Or we can use also find by ID and update. This one we can use directly. So here in condition we have to pass the ID and body, then our callback function. So if we will say our query is ready, so instead of using update or update one, MongoDB has its inbuilt one method, find by ID and update. So what actually this method does, it will search as per the input ID user has sent, and accordingly it will update the record. So let's put the condition like the above functions. So we'll do the same. And in else part we will print the success message. Let's remove this old code, and now our update method is ready. Now we can make one REST API where user can give his input and update the record. So let's test it from the Postman. Let's go to the Postman, open one new tab, test this update record method from my Postman. Let's take one ID. This one will take, copy, we'll pass it as parameter. We will set the body part raw. I'll select JSON. So let me to copy this record. So initially I have added this record. So let me to update it. Let me to change to Rahul 1. Similarly, change the email ID. Similarly, Mumbai to Indore. So now let's click on send button and check. No error message. Let's wait for the response. See, now success message has been appended over here. So let's check the get record method or API. If you will see here, whatever the updated record I have given now, that has been updated inside the database. So in this way we can save, fetch and update the record into the MongoDB and from the MongoDB. So in my next video tutorial I will show you the search and filter, how we can search from the database, how we can filter from the database, record from the database as per certain condition. Those things I will show you in my next video. If you like this video, please subscribe it and keep watching. Thank you.